सागर होठों के सागर आँखों के सागर होठों के सागर.
Hello, this is DjFardeen with Rockistan, and I am with Pakistani pop music icon from a classical background, rock background, everything, jack of all trades, heading on his way to becoming master of all trades, in my opinion, ShafqatAmanatAli. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
I would like to welcome you to Chicago. Hope you're having a great tour. Tell us a little bit about your tour. कितने shows हो चुके हैं, कितने बाकी हैं, और आपको कैसा लग रहा है?
Thank you very much for welcoming us. We've done so far. New Jersey was my second show. First was in Houston, and both the shows have been a great success. New Jersey, जो turnout था, that wasn't as I was expecting it. But whoever had come, whatever number of people we had, they were quite into music, and I enjoyed playing for them. It was fun so far, and now we're looking forward to Chicago show.
So we heard some last minute changes in the venues. Was there a particular reason that happened?
I don't know. There has been some back and forth, the conversation between the national promoter and the area-wise promoters, and there was something going on. But we were waiting. And I kept hearing about the changes of the venues and the dates and everything, and I was really wondering. And then finally, we said that okay, I think Chicago show is not going to happen. But I think a couple of days ago, he said no, it's been locked, and we are flying to Chicago. So in whatever circumstances we are going through, we are just pulling the show off.
Okay, well that's kind of a definition of a true artist who loves doing it for the love of the art.
I thought it's not the people who have bought tickets. It's not their fault at all. So they shouldn't be disappointed. So whoever comes to the show, I don't want them to go back disappointed.
Especially आजकल के माशरे में busy माशरा है, it's a very busy lifestyle. उसमें से कोई time निकाल के आए देखे तो it would be a disappointment. So it's good to hear that you and your team are full on board and pulling through your commitments. That is good to hear. I'm going to ask you a couple of, or maybe more than a couple, rapid fire questions. So you can give me one word answers, or I'll start with, I'm going to take some names of artists from Pakistan, from elsewhere. The first song that comes to your mind related to that artist. Okay. ठीक है? Vital Signs.
There's one of my favorite songs, and I love the composition. तेरे लिए है मेरा दिल मेरी जान.
Strings.
सर की है ये पहाड़.
Junoon.
There's a song I had in fact offered Salman that I want to redo the song. That's नींद आती नहीं.
That would be nice to hear in Shafqat's voice. Hey, Salman. Keep it up. What about Awaz?
Awaz, I like all the national songs, whatever they've done for the, the one we say that. Watan Kahani.
What about Mr. Fardeen? Are you a fan of that?
They're
It was refreshing. Let's go a little bit. We'll change gears. Ghulam Ali Saab.
Chambe diye band kali.
Mehdi Hasan Khan Saab.
All of his ghazals.
I think some other artists said that recently. So for the youth, definitely check it out. Madam Noor Jahan.
All of her songs.
Yep. What's the first song that comes to your mind?
Her non-filmy songs. As in like there's a ghazal. मैंने हर कांटा तेरी राह का पलकों से चुना.
ये वाला तो मैंने भी नहीं सुना भाई. यही होता है. That's why you hang out with artists. Thank you so much for bringing that up. What about the Beatles?
Yesterday.
Everybody loves that song. ये कहीं ना कहीं चोट लगी होती है तो याद आता है या कोई अच्छा टाइम गुजरा होता है. Justin Bieber.
Well, my son listened to him.
Yeah.
My son listens, but I haven't heard. But I've heard that song in the air. Hey, baby, babe. So.
Yeah. Great. Well, so when you have a family, you do have to kind of, keep an eye on what they're listening to. ज़्यादा ना सुनने दें कहीं वो सेहत के लिए मुज़र हो सकता है. Yeah.
He listens to everything. Yeah, my son listens to everything. He has freedom of listening to whatever, but he needs to. What we can't be really careless about is that he does his the basic riyaz.
Okay.
What he's doing already.
That actually reminds me of a question I've been meaning to ask a certain artist from a certain background, because you come from a classical background, from a musical background, I should say. Pakistan में जो we have this particular breed of talent जिनका ताल्लुक घरानों से नहीं है, but they have to face that challenge कि it's not for you, and then their parents will say पहले आप education पूरी करो. What is your advice for those parents and for those artists? Advice या opinion जो भी है.
I don't know. I'd say that it's very good to hear that people who never liked music and never thought that music could be a profession, now they are forcing their kids to, or not, at least not stopping their kids to become a musician, because now people have to realize there's a lot of money and fame also, of course. I think you can't stop your kid from what he wants to do. If he wants to be a musician, if you'll change his profession or force him to change his profession, he'll be unhappy in life. So just let him do what he wants. If he won't make it big, probably he'll revert to what you want to say, you want him to do. So I think you should set your kids free. My kid, as far as my kid is concerned, तो वो चूँकि blood में है, so I didn't have to force him to become a musician. But I wanted him to focus on his studies, but it's the other way around. In fact, he's more focused on music, and he's a good student, but I still don't kind of force him, or I never asked him to show me A grades or bring A grades home. But my concern is that जो भी वो दिल से पढ़ सकता है, जितना पढ़ेगा उसके लिए अच्छा है, which I have told him, and he understood whatever I wanted to pass on to him. He understood that message, and now he's studying. He's doing his A levels, और उसके बाद से let's see.
So along those lines, I'll ask you, when you were still being groomed in your early years, तो आपके वालिद साहब, आपकी फैमिली, कोई रूटीन होती थी कि नाश्ते से पहले कुछ, लंच के बाद कुछ, डिनर के बाद कुछ, रियाज से पहले ये, रियाज के बाद ये, vocal trainings, exercises, gymnastics with vocals?
यार इतना by the book strict नहीं था. एक restriction ज़रूर थी कि you have to you shouldn't be seen doing anything else but music. That was a kind of pabandi, and the rest you can understand that what kind of restriction I'm talking about. पर जब मेरे वालिद ज़िंदा थे तो असद भाई, अमजद भाई, my चाचा अहमद अली खान, they would keep hearing them doing their रियाज. अगर असद भाई कर रहे होते थे तो उनकी आवाज़ आ रही थी, जब वो छोड़ होते थे तो इस कहीं से अमजद भाई की आवाज़ आनी शुरू हो गई, फिर उन्होंने छोड़ा तो हाँ मेरे चाचा की आवाज़ आनी शुरू हो गई. तो कभी ना कुछ आवाज़ कान में पड़ती रहती थी. So then, as a kid you get into this habit of repeating, because जो बच्चे होते हैं घर में, they always idealize their जो younger lot होती है घर में. So we used to see them doing it, so we used to copy them and do the same kind of रियाज. उस वक्त नहीं हो पाता था, लेकिन we used to do it, and then थोड़ी समझ आ गई, then we started doing it properly. I had a grandmother, so she used to kind of make everyone sit in front of him, or when it's a very cold night and we're sitting in one room feeling very cozy, because TV used to be that bonding point or reason for everyone to come in one room,
unlike today, which is now the reason for everybody to go
in their own rooms, and open their laptop and start working on them. So and TV used to discontinue after 11 p.m. or maximum 11 p.m. That used to be the last program on TV, and then we'd sit, and my grandmother she would, उस वक्त वो she'd become a storyteller. तो वो पुरानी बातें बताती थी कि फैमिली में इस तरह होता था, तुम्हारे परदादा जो थे उन्होंने इस तरह फलां जगह पे गाया और फिर इस तरह फलां जगह पे गाया, वहाँ पे इतने लोग आए हुए थे, वहाँ पे इतने लोग आए हुए थे. तो वो it used to fascinate us as we are hearing some fairy tale, or because whatever she used to describe, we used to start picturizing all that story into our mind and to enjoy that. तो वो जो एक legacy फिर वो आपको transfer करती हैं through storytelling and जो भी बयान वो करती थी narration कि ये हुआ फिर ये हुआ फिर इस तरह हम लोगों ने गाया, फिर उन्होंने ये गाया, फिर उन्होंने वो गाया. तो वो that goes and gets saved. When it gets saved somewhere in your hard drive, तो फिर वो आपको कहीं ना कहीं पे pinch करती रहती है. वो it keeps coming out at some point. उससे भी आपको बहुत boost मिलता है to work on your music, and
I would say it goes in your hard drive but makes a soft spot.
yeah, it does.
That happens. Family does that to you, and you go out of your way most of the time to do things for your family. I want to ask you a little bit about what's in the works now. Do you have any projects that you're working on, excited about, which collaborations or solo work? Anything you want to share with your fan base?
There's a lot happening. A lot of Bollywood stuff that we have done, and it's coming out one by one. जैसे recently Sarabjit movie is coming out, और उसके बाद से कुछ बहुत सात कदम है, फिर then there's another film, but all of those films are very interesting films.
Any young artists you're keeping an eye on that you're really enjoying listening to right now?
I don't listen to anyone like that, but whatever stuff I've heard, I'm really impressed. So I'm really very kind of positive about the future of music in Pakistan.
That is good news and music to my ears. Pakistan really needs to fix its music situation. Any advice for the heads? Because we know the talent is there, we know the production is solid, but any advice for the people upstairs?
My advice probably won't matter because there are a few things which are already decided. And like मैं सिर्फ example दे सकता हूँ. Abrar started from Sajjad Ali, very talented musician. मतलब talented क्या? I think talented is a very small word for him. But I didn't see him signing with any company. But other than him, one hit song, and they're signed with some company. So that says a lot. कि वो मेरा ख्याल है कि वो जो personal connections है, they means a lot. But it's not about talent. Yeah. So I think we should really think about it. You should assign people जो सही बंदा talent वाला है और जो सही who deserves it, जिसने अपनी ज़िंदगी दी हुई है इस काम को. If you guys sign him, probably he'll and that not from any angle saying sign me please. Don't even think about it. I'm just giving a suggestion. But निश्चय सबको किसी ने sign नहीं किया था. जहाँ को किसी ने sign नहीं किया. So that says a lot.
Some things you can only understand when you hear them from an artist's perspective. So I'm going to ask you, share with us something that we don't know about you, something fun. Because now all this talk about the upper heads is making me depressed.
Nothing yet. But the things that people don't know, they are very personal. So I would like to keep them personal the way they are.
And we respect that, as we always do. I'd like to thank you for your time. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Hi, मैं हूँ शफकत अमानत अली and Rockistan rocks.